So what did you think of the show?
Yeah, I finished it today. I
Nice.
love it. It is a little bit. hmm, I have a few like pacing issues, and I just think it's a little bit kind of strung out. I either wanted
Okay.
more episodes or for it to be tighter. But like
Yeah.
for as much happened over those 8 episodes, I think I wanted like a little bit more, but I love it and I'm all in on season 2 that they're gonna do that even better. I think and I assume all of the characters I ended up liking more by the end. There's some that I hated that I ended up
Nice.
really liking, and there's some that I liked that I ended up loving. It it kind of does a good job of, even though it does take place in a specific time in the entire Fallout timeline, they do a good job of telling the whole story of Fallout with just this story,
I heard
which
there's
is
like
really cool.
lore revelations in this, which I'm very like that haven't been touched before, which I am a lore obsessive
Yeah,
person.
I remember you
Like
saying you've read more lore about Fallout than like anything. So I'm fascinated to know what you think of this because a lot of the stuff I may not have realized the implications of them because I don't know anything. But
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like I could probably give you a rough timeline of like what led up to the bombs dropping and the conflicts with Russia and China and
oh wow.
Alaska and like it's dude, it's so good.
They mention Alaska like a little bit in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should tell me that sometime because I'm very curious how
Go down the
much of
rabbit
that
hole.
lines up with this. Oh,
It's all in Wikipedia.
I
It's
will.
so fun to read about. It's
I'm
such a great alternate history concept. It's because Fallout is if transistors were used for everything. Like if transistor technology, I think didn't like they didn't shrink it down to silicon or something like that.
because okay, just tell me this. What year did the bombs drop? Roughly.
Uh, 2077, something like that.
Really? Okay. But why does everything still look like 50s? Or is that an aesthetic that
Well,
they chose for this show?
that it so train think of like transistor radios, transistors in the
Right.
50s and stuff. It's that technology and they just it didn't like change.
Okay.
Instead of it evolving, it just grew like sideways and
Okay.
up and I
Because
don't know
they're
how to
very
explain it.
advanced, but everything still
Yes.
looks very retro and
Yes.
it's amazing. I
It's
love it
so cool.
so much.
Yeah, it's very unique.
Okay. So I was still thinking it was like the bombs dropped in 1950, they were just really advanced. But no, it's still future for us, but their aesthetic never changed.
There's a split in the like all of history is the same until like a certain point. And
Okay.
that's like the differentiating point. And it's been a while, so I'm not fresh on it, but it's something along those lines.
All the different like kind of all the companies and stuff too.
Hmm.
All the warring factions and stuff is very very cool. I
Brotherhood of
can't wait.
Steel.
Yes, that's something I had no idea was a thing. I remember seeing that metal suit of armor as the
Yes.
cover for Fallout 4, and I've seen it in some other stuff, but I never knew what that meant. I didn't know there was that whole group of people up above that, like that weird cult, basically.
About to go play Fallout 4 tonight.
Ah, man,
I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna
I
wait.
love it. So
I'm gonna
yeah,
control my phone.
what'd your grandma think?
She was super into it. I walked in it and I saw the mushroom clouds and I was like, "Oh, let me get back." She's like, "Oh my God." And then I came back later because she watched like 4 episodes in one night and she was like, "It's weird. Why is there's so many weird things like in it? Is the game weird? Is there weird?" And I was just like, "Yeah." Like,
And what
yes,
did she watch it because like it was on the front page of Amazon and
I
it
think
just
so.
drew her in? Did she know it was a video game?
I don't know. I when she just started it, I told her and I was like, "You bought me Fallout 3." I
Oh
still
wow.
remember she bought me Fallout 3. It was the collector's edition. It had the like Velcro open booklet, not booklet, like cardboard
Yeah.
on PS3, and it was just beautiful. It's one of the few games that I want to buy new, just to.
Oh, I think I remember seeing this at your house.
But I got rid of it at some point because I like tried to play it and I just didn't. It didn't click.
I, yeah, I need all this stuff. I need a little Vault Boy bobblehead. I need a Vault Tech mug. I'm
I
so
think
so
wait
in.
a little, do it slowly.
I
It's like
know.
when a restaurant opens and then they open. I think I've given this analogy before, and then they open 50 locations and then face plant.
I mean,
Anyway,
I'll wait and see if I'll wait and see if I actually connect with the game. I'm assuming I'm going
I think
to,
that
but I
yeah,
might not because I know I get overwhelmed with this stuff and maybe I don't like RPGs, honestly. But I think this is the one for
I've
me.
I've bounced off in the past, but I've gone through some kind of change where like I want to be in the world, and
Yeah,
I'm down to like figure out how that works. And I think 76 will be a good way for us to kind of like figure that out together too, and then
yeah,
bleed into four. Like I think it'll actually this will be an interesting weave back and forth.
for sure.
And if it becomes too much, I'll put it down like I did for the last 10 years.